Hi everyone and welcome to this video. We will continue learning more about aggregation in this video. The next function that I would like to talk about is crosstab. And crosstab is a very useful function for performing aggregation in Pandas. Now, crosstab is a function that's used to compute a frequency table of two or more factors. Let's see what I mean by that. So we have one factor, outlet size, and the other factor, item type. Let's see what happens when we apply crosstab on that. Let's run this piece of code and see what happens. As you see here, for each outlet size, high, medium, and small, we get the frequency for each item type. For example, for outlet size, we have 73 baking goods, 25 breads, and 13 breakfast items. For outlet size medium, we have 203 baking goods, 83 breads, and 36 breakfast items. So this is essentially us breaking and slicing the data in different ways so that we get to understand different perspectives on it. And this is what aggregation is all about. Now, initially, we have learned about the group by and create this hierarchical aggregation. So the next question is, what if we want to add these values to our data frame? So to add these values to a data frame, first of all, we need to perform the group by again. And here we want to group by our data based on item identifier. And we just want the item visibility column. And we are going to take the mean value of this item visibility column. So for each item type, I want average item visibility. So let's run this piece of code. So this is what we have calculated for each item type. We have the average item visibility. Now we want to save this result in a data frame. Let's see how to do that. In order to achieve this, we simply create a function which is called getItemVisibility. And the basic job of this function is, given an item identifier, this function gives us the mean visibility from this data frame. That is what this function is doing, and we use the log utility here. Let's just execute this function. And suppose you want to find the average item visibility for the item DRA24. And when you run, the result is the average item visibility. You can change this identifier here. You can type another item identifier and you can get another visibility. Now next we are going to use apply function of Pandas, call this new function which is getItemVisibility that we have just created. And for each item identifier, we will get the average item visibility. So this is something that we have done before. We know we can use apply to call external functions on each record of the data. And we have created external function here, getItemVisibility. The only difference here is this function is actually using a data frame to return a value. So let's run this piece of code. And when we check the head of the data, you will see that you have a new column called average item visibility. Now this task, if you have noticed, took some time. There's a faster way and you can do this using the transform function of Pandas. So you can read more about how transfer function works using this link here. But just to show you how fast things are, the same things can be achieved by using the transfer function. So this is the code and we run this. And again, we can run this. And if you just compare both item visibilities, they are the same. And I encourage you to go ahead and read more about the transform function from this link. Thank you for watching video.